Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Half-Baked Podcast. I am your host, Tom. With me, I have Nick and Vega. How are you guys doing?
What up, boys?
Hello.
There's your answer.
And there's a lot going on the internet this week. That's what they're saying anyway.
Is it?
Kinda.
In a way.
This is like our first light week
in
like ever. I don't know. It feels like there's been like constant drama coming out. So normally the death of Creator Clash would be like a bigger thing, but it's kind of like the only thing in a week of not really a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. Well, the death of Creator Clash matters.
I know you want to take your victory lap, Nick.
Yeah, for sure. I go all the way back. I went back yesterday and listened to the clip because I was watching the content nuke video and I was like, all right, listen, I don't want to be friends with Ethan Klein. I don't want to be on his show. I don't want any money. I don't want any of this shit. You know what I want? I want to relitigate Creator Clash. That is what I want to do. I would be nothing would make me more happy than going through the numbers on Creator Clash 2 and talking about the new event that's going to fail and then just watching everything kind of combust over the course of the next 6 months is insane.
All right, so how'd it happen?
Essentially what happened was we just got an announcement the other day from the Creator Clash account that just said what was it? When was it that they said that it would be moved to October? Was it a month ago or so?
Had to be about a month ago. Yeah, and we didn't hear anything after that. It was like, hey guys, Creator Clash is still coming. And the next update was, it's gone.
Yeah.
Dude, so wait. So they canceled the whole thing? What about people with flights?
Those guys are screwed. Flights are screwed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the flights are screwed. Tickets are refunded.
Tickets and pay-per-views fully refunded. But I mean, I hope you enjoyed your trips to Tampa. Anybody who got suckered in by the promoters that there was actually going to be an event there. Those guys just had to go on a trip to Tampa. So that's fun for them, I guess.
Dude, imagine how many people booked an Airbnb. They had all the plans to go around town. They've had a flight, probably bringing the girlfriend or the boyfriend or something like that just to show up. And now, fuck you, we cancel. That's crazy.
Taking $100 Uber to Disneyland, I guess. That's probably like going to the beach or something. I don't know. What do you do in that scenario?
I mean, Tampa's a nice town.
It's not like there's anything going on in the Amalie Arena. And by the way, they had to pay that arena. There's no way they got fully refunded.
No.
Fuck
no.
Yeah,
you don't book that shit.
It's not one of those where you can book, so you can cancel up until 24 hours before the full Amalie. No, there's no way.
Of course.
Where does this money come from?
I don't know. Wait, that is a good question. So is that coming from the donation? So instead of charity, they had to pay off this debt?
No. Here's the fun part, Vega. There was no charity component, so they can't take any of the money from the cancer kids.
They didn't have a charity component?
I actually talked to Dad last night, and he kind of said that he didn't know this either. That I'm speculating based off of my 2 interactions with fighters that I've had publicly on stream, that most of the fighters found out from my show, directly after my show or around my show, that there was no charity component and it was a for-profit boxing event masquerading as a charity. Essentially, in Creator Clash 3, right, the difference is there was no percentage of profit that went to the charities. They had a separate GoFundMe. I could call it a GoFundMe. It was a Tiltify charity donate button. So if you wanted to contribute to charity, not only did you need to buy a ticket or a pay-per-view or get your flight and get your hotel and go down there to support the event, that had nothing to do with charity. You had to donate specifically to a Tiltify GoFundMe link, essentially.
In fairness, there is a reason why they did that, though, which is that last time when they had all the money in one pot, no money went to charity, right? And so this time they decided to do the charity.
But they still have all the money in one pot.
Right. Well, okay. Well, the way it works this time is if you buy anything from Creator Clash, that money is not going towards charity. If you just want to donate to charity, you just donate to the charity, right? Which is a solution to the problem.
A solution, but it shouldn't be the solution. We did find out, Vega, I don't know if you know this, when the charity component was removed, it was seemingly replaced with a 34% profit share to be distributed to Ian and Anissa. Now, it obviously never happened, but they removed the charity and then it was revealed they were taking 34% of the profits if the event had gone on.
Wait, I thought that they said that they have no involvement, they're not getting paid and all that shit. That's what I thought.
Now they didn't, because they pulled out. Prior to this, exclusively for Creator Clash 3, they were going to see 34% of event profits, and it wasn't disclosed until after they were gone.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think that people had seen that. It was on the transparency page of the website.
Yeah, but that transparency was posted after Ian and Anissa left. That was their big turnaround.
Right. And that's where they found out about it, and that's why they were rather upset.
And then the crazy part is they were like, that 34%, it's going to be redistributed amongst the fighters. And it was like, wait, why? Why doesn't 15 of that get guaranteed as charity money, right? It doesn't matter now now because there's zero. Like 34% of zero is zero. So that's ultimately how it ends. But I don't understand why the fighters get now a $20,000 stipend, an additional, like, what was it, 7 or 8 grand to move this thing to LA. I think it went total. Sorry, it was $15,000 and then it ended up being an additional 10 to take them to 25,000. That's what a fighter was getting if they signed up in January and they planned to fight in the makeup date, right? They were going to get $25,000 for training. On top of that, the fighters were guaranteed a split of 20% of the event profits. And then they took that additional 34% and also distributed it amongst the fighters. So the fighters were getting 54% of event profit, $25,000 by the end of it, if this event had actually taken place in October in California. And this is the event that was the influencers will pay tagline. And the previous events were like, it's for charity, it's for charity, it's for charity. But like 54% of it in this case wasn't, or it wasn't going to be.
34.
No, 54. 20 plus 34. 54.
Oh, yeah, because you mean 20 for the fighters. Okay.
They already had 20, and then they distributed the 34 amongst the fighters. 54% of this event was set to go to fighters.
I'm still a little shocked that why did we just glaze over Nick saying that his father is like into YouTube drama? You say your dad?
Dude, Joe Rogan did that, and Tom didn't know about it until we were about to record it. To be fair, I didn't know about it until 2 days ago, and I don't know why, because I feel like that's the best clip they could have used to promote the event. But Joe Rogan had a 4-minute speech about how the YouTube content creator dad, Nathan Barnett, beat up his son, and like it was like, this, you failed as a father. You're supposed to touch your son up. I get he was probably getting lippy with you, but you're teeing off and throwing haymakers at your kid. And then his guy comes in there, and the kid goes in there and goes, hey, dude, yeah, I mean, that's not exactly how it went. He goes, oh, what do you mean? He goes, oh, well, it's a YouTuber, Nathan Barnett. He's like doing a skit. And he's like, oh, but why does it lie? That's like my favorite quote. If I was running Creator Clash, I would have merch that says, why does it lie? And a picture of dad.
That's a good question. Why is your name Dad if you're not even a father?
Dude. Actually, Dad called me. It was the first fighter who ever called me and said, I'm doing this for the money. And I was like, okay, I respect it. You know what? Fuck it. I respect it. He goes, I want to buy my girlfriend a wedding ring. So there might be a Dad Jr. running around soon.
Ooh.
Dad Jr. Is that what he calls his son?
Dad Jr.
Well, his son doesn't exist yet.
Or is his son just son?
Well, no, he doesn't have a son yet. But yeah, he's proposing or something. So congratulations to him.
Welcoming to the world, son.
Well, dude, I didn't know that Dad is a character. He actually had another character. I forget the name of it, but he was a huge member of the retro gaming community. His name was Keith Apicary, and he was a good friend of Billy Mitchell's. That's him. That's the same guy.
Okay. No.
No, he really was. Dude,
That's not
Keith
real.
Apicary has the record for
what do you
the
mean
lowest.
A good friend?
Yeah, they did videos and then conventions together.
What kind of name is Keith Apicary?
That was just another character that Nathan Barnett played, and he has the record for the lowest Donkey Kong score.
Is that like a euphemism, like bend over, Keith Apicary?
No, but they put his picture next to Walter Day and Billy, and it was like he scored negative.
Who's Walter Day? Who is Walter Day?
He's like the guy who's always in the referee uniform.
That's not a real guy.
Dude, Walter Day is one of the iconic gaming people, you know? I actually have his autograph.
It's the most lost I've been on this podcast, but it's funny.
Yeah, Walter Day and Ferris Knight. Yeah, they're friends.
Yeah, Ferris Knight.
You sound like the Creator Clash fighters wondering where their paychecks are.
Fucking John Afternoon walks in. That's funny. That's funny. Speaking of Dad, I think Dad is particularly interesting. Nathan Barnett. Also not a real name. Nathan Barnett's interesting because he, after this entire thing was canceled, he basically had no reasons to not talk shit. So he came out to talk shit. He did a video about it. Has he been going on live streams, Nick? He went on yours, right?
He spent 3 hours with me last night.
What did you learn?
It's Dad. It's Nathan Barnett.
Wait. Who is it? Who is it? Who? Nathan?
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah,
okay,
not son.
Okay.
Dad.
Yeah, because he reached out. He said in his video, he goes, I'd like to go on Nicholas DeORIO's live stream. So like, hell
really?
yeah. Yeah, I'm like, okay, you can come on. Yeah, no problem. Because I've seen him in the chat for a while. And one of the things that happened to him, Vega, if you don't know this, he reached out. So he was on a camping trip in March, right?
Right.
And iDubbbz was going in and out of the camping trip. They were filming a documentary. I just found all of this out yesterday. This is all new. Tom probably hasn't even heard it yet. The production team was filming a documentary that will never be released, obviously. And they went out and they had like Alex Wasabi come down, who's not even part of the card, to do like a boxing camping retreat so they can film stuff for this documentary. And iDubbbz was in and out. And they're like, where are you, Ian? He goes, I'm filming The Content Cop on Ethan Klein.
Well, this is the documentary that they flew.
No, this is a new documentary that's not
this
from
is a different
Creator
one.
Clash 2.
This is not the Froggy Tonic one. A new
It's
one.
a Creator Clash 3 documentary that was supposedly being put on either by Real Good Touring or the other company that was supposed to handle like promotion. Right.
Oh.
And they're filming for it, and Dad is trying to contact the fighters individually to get them to film things for the documentary. And Dad's just like a fighter, right? It's not his job.
Yeah.
Like the documentary team is reaching out to Dad. They're like, they're not responding to us. Could you reach out to like fucking Tubbo or Sapnap or somebody?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's just a complete shit show. He told me so much new information yesterday. So we got all the insight on the money. Apparently, it's written in the contract that now that the event is canceled, they don't have to pay out the full. First of all, they're not getting the additional 7 to 10 grand. I forgot what number specifically it was for the additional month of training, and then what would have been their months of training in October. Like when they moved the event, they were giving additional training money. So even though fighters train for another month, they're not getting that. It's not happening. Simultaneously, now that the event has been formally canceled, you're not even entitled to the 15,000 that you were supposed to be getting for the original event. You're only getting half. So some of these fighters have spent that money, and now allegedly, because he doesn't know what everyone was paid, they were told they were getting half unless you asked for the 15 grand up front.
Whoa.
So Harley gets 15 grand, Dad gets 15 grand, Lena Ayad gets nothing because she got pushed out of the event, and all the fighters who just showed up and did their job and did their training, Dad is saying there's a chance they're only leaving with like 7, even if they spent more, that it's not required for the company to actually pay out the original contract price, because it was, I guess, specified that if the event doesn't happen, they are not entitled to the full amount.
That would make sense business-wise, but I'm just saying, like, wow.
Nah, dude, does it really make sense business-wise? If I go...
Well, I'm not saying for their future success, but I'm saying if it's they probably put that in a contract for a liability.
Well, yeah, who would work with them? Yeah, it's just like, it drives me fucking crazy, because it's like, I did the work already. What are you talking about? You know what? You're paying me. It's supposed to be they call it a reimbursement, but you're now not entitled to your money to being reimbursed because we had to cancel our event because we didn't promote it. And because a holy war erupted in our...
It was all caused by the guy that made the whole fucking event. Yeah. Like, he started the whole thing and it went downhill from there. Yeah.
Well, I think if you write a movie script and the movie doesn't get made, you still get paid for the hours you build, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I would say that's true too. If they have it in the contract.
Well, it depends on the deal you agree to.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
No, I'm just saying that ethically, obviously, if it's written in the contract, they have no legal recourse here. But it is super fucked. It's super fucked though, because like, I don't know why I think everybody, if they ever work for an event like this again and they're offering it, you have to get the money up front.
Ethically, they should definitely pay.
I think it would be nice to pay them. Yes.
Yeah.
Creator Clash, like, the brand is fucked. It's done. Like, you have to start over. Those people cannot be involved at all. Like, period.
Like last year, Froggy gets 15 to 20 grand. I don't know how much they gave him early, and he didn't even fight. This year, the event is canceled. Harley gets 15. Lena drops out the same day, but she didn't ask for the money ahead of time, so she gets 0. And now the fighters get half. It's just like, this is just feels backwards. It feels shitty. And those cancer kids get nothing. Well, actually, no, they don't get nothing. They get the GoFundMe money from Hassan Piker's live stream, because Hassan raised $210,000 for the Tiltify. That raised a total of $240, meaning the event's net charity profit, if you remove Ethan Klein from the equation, is $30,000.
The thing about this event, though, is Creator Clash in general, minus Ian and Anissa, it was set up for success because they were working with some really big names. In your interview, Nick, with Dad, did he talk about Real Good Touring at all?
Yeah, he talked about them quite a bit. He's good friends with Aaron Hansen. So I don't want to discount anything he says, but just for note, like, that was his main point of contact throughout the entire thing. So I wasn't expecting him to say anything super negative, but he kind of just turned around and said it was Real Good Touring's fault. It was the other company's fault that was handling the live media, live wire. I forgot what the name of the thing was. And it was Ian and Anissa's fault. It wasn't like nobody's fault. It was everybody's fault. There were contributing issues throughout the entire. Because
to me, it seems like all these issues could have been mitigated if Ian and Anissa had just held it together and made the event. I mean, could Creator Clash 3 have been a success? Maybe not, but Creator Clash 2 could have. I think.
Wait, you know that Real Good Touring was in all 3 events, right?
Yes, but what I'm saying is the real problem was not Real Good Touring. As many issues as there may have been from whatever parties, it was Ian and Anissa. Because Real Good Touring has put on a ton of big, successful events.
Of course.
Yeah, they this year was new. They partnered with Live Nation. It does like most of the concerts and stuff. That is the name of the thing I was trying to reach for before. Live Nation.
Oh, okay.
So this year, and this blew my mind, Anissa and Ian came out and said, you don't have to promote. that's Live Nation's job. And then Live Nation just apparently didn't do anything, according to Dad, and nobody even batted an eye.
I mean, I didn't even know Live Nation was involved.
Also, simultaneously, Dad says that at the camping trip, he asked about the ticket sales, and Ian's like, well, they're not that good. It's looking closer to Creator Clash 2. That was in March, months before they would cancel this event.
I think it's pretty clear, though, that it's all iDubbbz and Anissa's fault. If they wouldn't have made that video was a catalyst to everything happening. If they wouldn't have made that.
Well, he's saying before that, the tickets were already down. But, I mean, it obviously doesn't help. Anissa and Ian will say anything they possibly can to absolve themselves. But I do think that, like, them being involved at all whatsoever is partially going to contribute, right?
Right. So you think the first one was just a lot of hype and then it just it succeeded?
No, it was a smaller stadium. They didn't spend as much money, right? Like there are other factors.
They didn't spend $500,000 on hotel creator galas.
Right.
Yeah. They didn't pay for a comedian and a gala. Well, they had a gala, but not like that.
Well, actually, I think the first year they did have that, but it wasn't as expensive is to my knowledge what happened.
Yeah, they didn't drop $20,000 for a comedian at a red carpet event and fly out Frogan via freight train or something. I don't know.
It's a big old cargo truck.
She's not worth the air. Sorry.
Isn't it crazy that Hassan Piker was at the gala, but iDubbbz' boxing trainer wasn't there? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane that Frogan was there and that the boxing trainer wasn't there. Oh, did you hear the rumor that came out? This is huge. Did you hear the rumor that came out when Dad confronts iDubbbz? iDubbbz goes, there's an issue with the ticket sales, but you have to understand Ticketmaster fudges like the website to make it look like different tickets are sold than they actually are sold. Did you hear them say that?
No.
So he basically, Dad walks up to iDubbbz and he gives an excuse as to why the Ticketmaster stuff was actually probably misleading. I took that, and most people took that as Ian saying that like Ticketmaster's fudging the numbers, but we've really sold more. Like just lying. Yeah. No, it's the opposite. It's like, imagine if you have a bunch of jelly beans and you're like, I'm a little concerned here about the number of jelly beans in this jar. So you go out and you count, because this is what he did. He counted every single sold seat. He counted every single jelly bean and presented it to iDubbbz, and iDubbbz goes, yeah, but half of those are plastic. You can't eat them. That was what happened. He goes, yeah, Ticketmaster does fudge the numbers. They make it look like more seats have sold than they've actually sold. So Dad came in there going, we haven't sold a lot of seats. We only sold like X amount. It's like, actually, we sold X amount divided by 2.
That's bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
That's real bad.
That is very bad.
That is not good, dude. That is not good at all.
Did you hear what, Nick, I'm sure you heard this.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this entire Michael Briggs interview. I've seen some of it, but there was like a Reddit post that summarized a bunch of what happened during that interview. And one particular thing that was said was Anissa straight up said that the after party was meant for communists and sex workers.
What?
Did you hear this?
What? Oh, I don't remember that line specifically, but she was very, very sex worker positive. She said that she wanted this event to be just like a fighting version of like an OnlyFans for fighters. And she did that by exploiting all of her fighters. Listen,
I'm going to be real with you. That's a party that I'd like to be invited to.
You'd like to be invited there because you're a Cuban guy.
I support sex workers, my boy.
But did you hear that when she was in the gym training, she was demanding time with iDubbbz, even if she didn't fight? Like half the training that iDubbbz needed would go to Anissa because she had to participate in it, and she was making the gym.
Yeah, they also claimed that iDubbbz wouldn't go if she wasn't.
Yeah, but she was making. So the gym was forced to play like folk music or like indie rock music instead of like the normal stuff, and the people were getting bothered because she was making them change their music to her playlist.
It's on brand.
There's another thing from this post. I should credit the guy that summarized this. Antique Text is the Reddit user. But one of the funny things is at one point, Anissa told Michael and Kate that the main thing she looked for in a husband is for him to be a millionaire, which Ian ticked the box on. And when she said that, he looked visibly disappointed. Well, he's probably not a millionaire anymore, I guess.
Oh, God. Then there are, I don't even want to touch on, dude, I don't even know. Everything right now is horrible. People were saying that the background of their videos changed because they think that like they fled to Canada or something too. They're like, this is not their same place. Because they're like their backdrop on their podcast was just them sitting up against the wall. Do you know the clip I'm talking about where it's like, bro, I wish we were there right now during the protests? Yeah. Dude, if they just threw tear gas, I would have just caught it and threw it back.
Man, I wish I could go to that protest. And then Anissa's like, well, I'm pretty sure there's like a method for that. And he's like, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I wish we could be at the protest.
Vega, what would you do? Vega, as a former soldier, Okay, what would you do if you were tear gassed? Would you have the hero moment where you grab it, fucking throw it back at the police officers and prove your, I don't know, what would you do?
Do a backflip?
I'm sure it's been done in riots, but very quickly, because one of the things that you do when you're in training is they put you in a house, like a little hut, and then they tear gas you. And that shit is not, there's a reason why it works. So all it is that you're dry heaving or throwing up, and you can't see shit, and your only instinct is to run away from whatever the fuck it is, but you can't leave. So this whole picking the shit up and throwing it back, it could work if it just lands at your feet, and then you can grab it quick and throw it back. But yeah, I don't know about that, dude. If it's actually fucking going, yeah, you ain't doing shit, dude. You're running.
Yeah, you're just running.
It makes you want to throw up. That's what tear gas does.
Well, you start dry heaving and your eyes are burning, and then your snot's coming out of your nose, and if you're just, it's not a good time, bro. It's not a good time. But I'm sure some people can get away with like running into the gas, holding your breath with like a mat or a bandana over them. I've seen some clips of shit like that, and then they'll throw it back. But at the same time, it works. Put it that way.
Another detail from this post is days before both of the events, Anissa tried to sabotage them in a variety of ways. From claiming she was going to die of anorexia, to demanding Ian immediately buy a new house, to getting a surgery on her boobs right as he was about to start fight camp, which is a pretty interesting revelation, I would say.
Dude, you're reading the wrong one, bro. You got to read the one about why Coach Briggs was fired.
Oh, they fired him?
Apparently, they pulled him aside in Denny's after Anissa pushed them to do, this is alleged, by the way, it's obviously a testimony, but it was like, you're not ready for sparring right now. You're not ready to get punched in the face right now by this guy. This guy's going to beat the shit out of you. And apparently, Anissa had pushed for it. I don't know. One thing or another, Ian gets the shit beaten out of him, and the coach is coaching. Like, you got to put your hands up. You got to do this. You got to do that. And apparently, iDubbbz, I don't know if it was iDubbbz or Anissa, they took him aside and like said like they're done training or whatever. Like they're letting him go or whatever or something. I forgot the full. Oh god, I wish I fucking. It was. They said like you remind Ian of his dad.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. This is not real, dude.
I never knew my father.
What other word can I use other than pathetic? Is there another one?
The way you yelled at him reminded Ian of his dad.
This is crazy,
bro. He was faking the confidence, dude, for years. There's just no way. This guy is totally mauled, dude. There's nothing. It's insane. It's delusion. This guy is actually fucking ridiculous.
Now, what you guys are saying, all that's real, or is this like somebody just randomly saying? Do we know?
The coach's testimony. It's spoken word testimony.
Oh wow.
But again, the stuff that I said about Dad, that's a lot of that's corroborated by like Harley and other fighters. So unless there's like a national sabotage thing that's happening right now. Right. I mean, I asked Dad and I go straight up because Briggs said that iDubbbz had like an odor, like a disgusting musk, and Anissa is on record saying his breath is horrible. So I guess this guy's just a smelly dude. But I asked Dad about it, and he goes, "I didn't smell anything weird," and I sparred with him. So
okay.
Yeah, he got in his face and stuff. They were training together. No smell on the smellometer.
So we're 2-1 on the smell allegations. There was Anissa did end up making some posts afterwards though about Creator Clash.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she said that the whole problem was communication, and she was the one in charge of communication. I'm sorry, that's the first thing I needed. That's the first thing I needed to say straight out the gate. She's like, it was a communication problem, and it's like she was the one who said that she was like an excellent communicator, and that she's the fight promoter, and all of her job descriptions can be like summarized with communication.
Yeah. Well, she said in her big tweet, she said, "I'm just going to come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but I think we need more transparency. Are these guys like a couple? Shouldn't she be like moving in unison with him? Aren't they married?"
Yeah, they're married.
You think there's a communication problem?
There's a communication problem. By the way, my husband doesn't want me to do this. Oh no!
This episode is sponsored by Five. That's right, boys. Half Baked is getting baked. Now I was on a call with the editor for this episode when these deliciously colored packages came to the house. They're Five's new quick hit, fast acting cannabis gummies. They came in Super Lemon Haze for productive energy, Blue Dream that'll leave you calm and uplifted, Sour Diesel giving you a dreamy calm but energizing, and Pineapple Express, which the second I read that, I was in. So I tore it open and got to work. And fake they are not. I'll just say in about 10 minutes, I was good. I mean, good. So not only are these legit, but they're high quality, dispensary grade, 100% legal, and delivered straight to your door. Good. Five infused these gummies with strain-specific terpene blends and designed them to hit in 10 minutes. On top of that, we partnered with Five to give our viewers 35% off using our link and code in the description below. with a 30-day money-back guarantee. 5 is also running a giveaway. Quick hits for a year, epic prizes, and everyone who enters gets something. For more info on that, go to the description below, and you got to be 21 or older to purchase or participate in the contest. The giveaway ends July 31st, 2025. All right, back to the show.
When it's being said that she's good at communicating, he just means that she won't shut the fuck up, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, she goes on to say...
She's a terminal talker, dude.
She says, ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop. Promotion wasn't going how we had hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted.
Yes! Wait. Pause. It was abysmal before the content cop. And then all the fighters turned around and said, why didn't you tell us to promote more or something?
Why didn't iDubbbz promote it?
Yeah.
But even then, apparently the event was in danger in March. They launched the tickets in like late January, early February, right? They're like, it's a month.
Yeah.
None of the fighters knew the event was in danger or in jeopardy. They found out because Anissa, who said there's a communication problem, leaked it when she was getting hate online after the event was canceled twice. What the fuck is happening over there in fucking California?
Yeah.
What's going on in Seattle?
We just sent the National Guard in to deal with iDubbbz.
But what's the issue with iDubbbz? I guess it's, what is it, testosterone problem or something? Because it's as simple as if your girl continues to intervene and fuck shit up, just take her to the side and be like, listen, we have accountants, we have lawyers, we have all these things that we're paying for, promoters and all this stuff. You're clearly not qualified to do this stuff, but you want to. But in order for this to be a success, we're doing this for charity, we're doing this for other fellow YouTubers, we're doing this for the audience, cancer patients. If this is going downhill and you are in that position, I think it's time that we step aside. We'll be a part of it, we'll promote it, we'll do what we got to do to support it, but clearly it's not working, whatever you're doing. So you got to step aside.
That would remind him too much of his dad, so he can't do it.
True.
Oh, sorry, I was being an adult there for a second.
Taking charge of the situation? You mean toxic masculinity?
Oh, toxic. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Don't take charge. Sorry. Don't take charge of the situation. Just let it happen, bro. Okay, Yoko, do your thing.
The problem to me seems to be that fucking Anissa's involved in everything.
Yeah.
Anissa is involved in everything in iDubbbz's life, no matter what. She's always there. But when shit hits the fan, she's never the one answering for it. Like with every single Creator Clash response, it's always Ian. She is not there.
Did you see Ethan's Joker speech?
No.
Where he said he would A-log her.
He's like, oh, you think it's over? I will never stop covering you, and it will be justified until like the day I die or something like that.
Oh my God.
Wait, what do you mean I'll never stop covering you? What does that mean?
Ethan Klein said, I will never stop covering you. I am never done. I win, you lose, and it's never over.
So she said, I don't care, bitch. Join a club of ugly, out-of-touch losers.
Who said that?
Anissa.
Anissa said that, and Ian called him an incel.
Shut the
Dude,
fuck
Ian
up.
called a father of 3 an incel.
You crazy.
Yeah, childless Ian.
Project much? Dude, if you would have told me Ethan wrote that about her, I would have been like, yeah, that's pretty on point. But she wrote that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yuppers. It's insane. Honestly, it didn't hit super hard because this thing has been a slow burn since fucking... People in January could have probably come to the conclusion this event wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And it has stretched like 7 months, It's not like the biggest reveal.
Well, I mean, that's why I said you're going to take your victory lap because you've been calling this forever.
For sure.
You've been saying it.
I think I uploaded something like 30 videos since then, like a month's worth of content on specifically this event.
It's all your fault, dude. It could have succeeded if the Nicholas DeORIO audience bought tickets.
Don't you fucking give me hope. I would accept that. I would accept that. You don't understand. People are like, oh, you ruined a charity event. I want to have been... I literally want to. It would be the greatest day of my life knowing I contributed to this event failing.
Anissa's Twitter thread, she had more to say. She said, to clarify, I'm saying Ian won't be happy, to make it clear that this decision of making this public is my own and not his. I'm taking responsibility for this statement. Sorry for poor wording. She then went on to say, we were promised a lot of things. A lot of things didn't happen. I take responsibility for trying to do it again. There's a lot more to take responsibility for.
Did she write that?
Trying to do it again. We shouldn't have, but I think we made the best out of the situation. The charity got $225K, and a lot of that was due to buzz around Hassan supporting the charity. So she, threw a bone to Hassan there. And then she said, charity got money, I guess. The fighters got paid. Not really. Things didn't work out. The content cop wasn't some sudden turning point. The interest in Creator Clash 3 was low. But they didn't even try to raise interest. And this was the problem with the second event too. Ian and Anissa didn't promote the event at all whatsoever.
Yeah, Dad conceded. He goes, I think more people found out about the event from your live streams. I mean, they weren't all positive, but like my live streams apparently.
Yeah, most people didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah. That's insane. To hear a fighter say that, that's a catastrophic loss for their promotion.
I would say as like a normie, for me anyway, anyway, from the outside looking in, when that content cop dropped, I gained interest on what was going on. And the only thing I saw was Creator Clash going downhill, because Creator Clash started to become the big topic of like, oh, you know, this shit's, you know, this guy's leaving, that girl's leaving. And obviously most of it was coming from Nick and the podcast.
Yeah.
But it was like, ever since that video was the only time I really even knew, the content cop anyway, knew what was going on with Creator Clash. Before then, I didn't really know, because I was trying to keep an eye out to see when the boys were heading down my way, because I usually link up with them. And fucking when I saw that shit was getting canceled and all that stuff was only after the content cop. Before then, I didn't really even know, and it positive or negative. So that's why I say the content cop kind of fucked everything up. But if you guys are saying different, I mean, that's what it is.
Well, I mean, it seems to me to be the case that since Creator Clash won, after that point, the only press the event got was negative.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, for Creator Clash 2, Ian and Anissa had told the people fighting that they didn't really need to promote the event at all or even make content. They were just like, oh, you should just train for 6-7 months. The reason why being that they had it in their heads that this was like a real boxing match.
Yeah.
And like, I remember Ian saying in one of his promotional videos, he was like, to me, the greatest thing about this event is the mystery. How will someone's prior background knowledge and skills be able to contribute to their ability to box in the ring? And it's like, to me, that's not even close to what makes this event good. What makes it good is you get to see two dumb YouTubers fight in a scenario where you never see them in. Right?
But the thing is, Tom, they actually had a mystery fighter that year too. Like they had somebody who wasn't even part of the promotion, right? Who just came out, like the mystery fighter walked out onto the stage, right?
Yeah.
And in the same spirit, after they lost 4 different fighters, they had multiple mystery fighters on their website. Now it wasn't planned like that, and they didn't want to have their main event be mystery fighters. But if this thing actually launched, there would have been 4 unnamed fighters on the fight night. So I guess that is in the spirit of the original event, even though it kind of got bastardized.
I would say we probably could have figured out the event was totally fucked, the third one anyway, once the 2 headliners dropped out, once Harley and LA Beast dropped out. Because past that point, it's like your main guys are TBD. You're not the UFC where people are just going to go no matter what, right? It's not that big of a promotion.
Oh, and we got confirmation on what happened with that. Yesterday, Dad reached out. Well, not reached out. Dad obviously gave a bunch of a testimony on this. That, because their whole thing was the fighters get equal pay, and that was something that was stated directly to these fighters. I don't know if it's in the fine print on the contract, but the fighters all did it knowing that, and that's good for multiple reasons. You don't have any fighters coming out saying I need a bonus or I need to be paid more than that guy, because it's for charity. We all get paid the same flat percentage, the same flat.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It works like that. And then LA Beast got $7,000 more than everybody else, and somebody found out about it because LA Beast blabbed, I guess, and said it to Harley, and then Harley's like, what? I've been fighting for these guys. This is gonna be my 3rd fucking time getting punched in the face for these people, and this guy just showed up and gets $7,000 more than me because he's like a main card fighter or something, or because he asked for it, even though I'm in the main card. Where's my money? So Harley had reached out and he's like, I need this money, and everyone needs this money, and well, that's not in the budget. Dad reached out and he's like, well, what would you like us to do? We're gonna have to take that $7,000 from somewhere if we give it to you. So who should lose $7,000? So they pulled like an emotional blackmail technique on Dad, not knowing that 34% was going to Anissa and Ian anyway.
Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty, bro.
So Dad knows that now, but at the time he felt really bad about it. And they're like, well, we can try to get you a sponsorship. And they reached out to get him a sponsorship that could be between $6,000 and $10,000. And then it never happened. So he just never got the,
So Ian and Anissa, for doing no promotion and doing no actual work on the event, get 34% of the profits. The fighters who are actually fighting and they're like making the event happen, each of them gets a percent of 20%, which comes down to probably less than 3 or 2% of the entire profits of the event by the end of it, right? And the rest of the money is real good touring or something?
Real good touring. It could be
Live Nation fees.
Profits and proceeds and profits. I'm assuming, I don't know any fucking accounting majors in here to come tell me what I'm right and wrong about.
They'll be in the comments.
But I assume proceeds and profits don't include the stipends, because that's all before. It doesn't include event costs, doesn't include concession costs, doesn't include all that, because that wouldn't be calculated in profits. So it would be the money owed to like Aaron Hansen and Real Good Touring. It would be the money owed to maybe, I don't know, Live Nation might appear here. It might also not be here. So I don't really know. But that's where all this money is coming from. And there's also would be where the charity money came from in recent years, but they didn't do that this time. So.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you learned from that particular interview with Dad?
It's kind of just been coming to me in waves. It was a very long conversation. So I did learn like a ton of stuff from him.
And he still left one more Discord message basically about this stuff. She said, because somebody had said Nathan's video on the situation really upsets me, honestly, in her Discord. And in her Discord, she decided to give like a big paragraph. Once again, are there any other content creators you guys know that give like giant explanations for how they're feeling at any given moment on Discord? Do you guys know anyone who does this?
Yeah, Nimplol, and I do that too. I need to stop doing that.
You do that?
I do that now, yeah.
That's terrible. You need to go.
In my defense, I do it in like a Patreon server, like 900 people. Whenever they have fucking questions about shit, I chime in there. I need to stop doing that too. None of mine are this pathetic though, so.
She said, I just want to make it clear that we haven't had any contact or control since we publicly stepped down. Even though me and Ian were the faces of the event, many people were behind the scenes making decisions together. The event wasn't doing well way before the content cop. A combo of many things contributed to that reality, including lack of promotion. Okay, well, you should have promoted it, I think. Influencer boxing being less popular. I mean, that one is true, but I still think it could have succeeded. It could have been an event people cared about. I mean, Jake Paul's stuff is still doing really well, as far as I'm aware, despite the fact that influencer boxing is less popular. And like, is Ian Jake Paul? No, but he has an audience and he just didn't use it to promote anything. She also said the economy. She said the economy is one of the reasons it did bad. In this creator clash, in this economy. I think
the economy is bad, dude.
Pay fighters in this economy. I think what it boils down to is poor communication from everyone, even after we left, which is unfortunate. At the end of the day, I care about people getting paid the money they were out for training and charity, getting their money, and both of those things were done. But was that really done though?
I see no mention of the people who were going to support this event and the fighters that paid for their hotels and their flights and all that stuff. Was any of that mentioned? Like, hey, I'm really very, very sorry about this.
No.
This and nothing?
No.
Just the fighters and who's getting paid, who's not getting paid. Just that. Arguing over fucking where the money's going. Nothing about the audience, huh?
No.
Oh, great.
I think that probably nobody wants to give iDubbbz any money for any reason past this point. I can't really see any good reason to ever buy anything he does, because it just might be a fucking scam, which, I mean, this one wasn't intended to be. Certainly a lot of people lost money from it. I don't think there's any denying that. And Real Good Touring is like a big deal. Like, that company is a big deal. They do a lot of events, and I mean, successfully as far as I can tell. So it really seems to be a situation where I don't think there's anyone to be blamed but Ian and Anissa. If she wants to blame all these, the entire situation, all these problems, then maybe she should have evaluated that beforehand and just not done the event. I think it's as simple as that.
But that's the big thing. Why did they do the third one? Anyone else, and this is what I've been saying since the very beginning, I probably even said it on this fucking podcast, no one else would be cheered through the streets to run another charity event after they fuck up a charity event.
You did say that.
Well, who really cheered them?
Anyone who bought tickets for the event, anybody who downplayed criticism, anybody who talked about this event positively. J-Lo fucking Ray is out here telling everybody that the proceeds are going to charity when they weren't when she was promoting the event. And when the content cop came out, she came out there and defended that too. Some of these people dick sucked the fuck out of them. And J-Lo Ray, by the way, just to be clear, fought on Creator Clash fucking too. She knew. She was involved, all right? Like, these are the types of fighters that need to be criticized, not guys like fucking Dad.
To my knowledge, these people are all content creators who are just friends with Ian and Anissa, and that's why they are of that position.
That's a problem. When you have to say, to my knowledge, these are all content creators, they didn't go out and get enough actual talent. They got Ian and Anissa's friend group.
Well, yeah. Communists and sex workers.
And those people don't make videos anymore. I'm sorry. Myth isn't as big as he used to be.
Yeah.
Dude, if your core audience looks like Froggy Tonic, they probably don't have enough money to pay for the flight, okay?
Anissa was definitely right about communication being bad, because was it Myth found out that, or not Myth, because Myth pulled out, right? Mm-hmm. I think it was Sapnap found out that the event was canceled when they made a public announcement.
Yeah, I think so. No. Some of those guys knew. Oh, it depends which time. I apologize.
The most recent one.
Yeah, the first time, I think. The second time, no. I think they knew ahead of time.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Myth, when Myth said he wasn't fighting, it wasn't him dropping out. The event was already canceled. It wasn't formally announced yet.
Okay. Gotcha.
You would think that iDubbbz would get the message like, dude, this chick is like destroyed my legacy already. What the fuck am I doing here, bro? That's none of our business, I guess, but hot damn if that shit isn't publicly recorded.
I mean, the thing is, at this point, it's his choice too. He's an adult, you know? He's not literally Down syndrome.
Of course it is. It's just like, damn, you kind of feel bad for the dude, man. It's like, shit.
He's not just an adult, he's a participant. That's the problem here. Is it like, you could cry till the cows come home about how Anissa ruined iDubbbz, but it's fucking iDubbbz. Yeah, it's literally iDubbbz.
Yeah. iDubbbz ruined iDubbbz. Yeah, it's kind of sad to see.
He had to be strong enough to resist the siren, and he couldn't.
Well, that's what they came out, that iDubbbz apparently lost his virginity to her.
Oh, well, that explains everything. Why didn't y'all say that from
One
the
and
get-go?
done. He hit it and kept it.
But Vega, surely plenty of men have lost their virginity before and not torched their career.
Oh my god,
Right.
bro.
Wait, Vega, who did you think the incels were that he was talking about?
Yeah.
No, that's not even a joke. He's literally, dude, every time any couple gets attacked online and Issa self-inserts and pretends that they're them, every time anybody insults his wife, he remembers that this is the type of behavior he would have displayed 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Yeah, they're literally projecting on everybody else because they hate their own lives.
I mean, for me, the only reason why I said that is because, you know, when you say, oh, he was a virgin, he lost virginity to her, is because that's kind of a thing, you know, when somebody loses their virginity, especially if you got a dude that's not really, you know, out there, not like crazy charismatic and all this shit. He's like a man's man. He will probably get over that. But in this situation, not really. If he lost his virginity to her, she's probably well experienced in that fucking category, right?
Well, I think usually this also happens when somebody's like 17, 18, you know, younger than that.
No. I agree in real life, but when we're talking about dudes that are online and that's kind of like their life.
Yeah.
Right. Regardless of what you know, I guess iDubbbz would say,
right.
You know, even his friend group and all that shit, that was kind of like online folks. Even if you met them in real life, you would think that you were like on Discord or something. Do you understand what I mean by that?
You've met
Like
me
if
in
you're
real life, dude. I'm that kind of guy.
Is that you? Okay. Well, anyway, so all I'm saying, when you lost your virginity, were you like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, then you're tracking what I'm saying. But in real life, you do have the virgins. Actually, it's more women that do this. They get overly attached. You know what I mean? When they lose it, and then the guys kind of like, I kind of like that. Let me go see what else is out there. That's usually what happens, right? But in this day and age, the dudes seem to have reversed roles with the ladies, because the ladies, all they got to do is post a picture to Instagram, boy, or OnlyFans, and then they're off to the races, boy. You know, that's all I'm saying. So it makes sense, but fuck,
Yeah.
it's still sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's in particular a thing just because like computer guys are popular now. That didn't used to be a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like 30 years ago, computer guys weren't like rock stars on Instagram or something. You know what I mean? They were just computer guys.
Yeah, they were just like trolls.
Yeah, they were just computer guys.
Well, those rock stars were out fucking children, so guess what? Computer guys won in the wrong run, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the women were.
They created these AI algorithms to catch all the pedophiles that were running around in the rock star. Okay,
Women were the raped, and now men are the raped, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's all rape now.
It's all rape now.
So, do you guys think Creator Clash 4 is ever gonna happen?
No.
Is it 4 or 5? If 3 was canceled twice, wouldn't it be 5?
Truth nuke.
What are your thoughts? You think that after 1 year that they're gonna be like, you know what? Let's try it again,
Dude, nobody would have thought they would have done Creator Clash 3. Anything can happen. I literally, I can't, dude, if any other creator tried to have this fucking comeback redemption arc, they would have been obliterated. They would have been fucking like disintegrated into dust and blown away in the wind, okay? I don't know. Yeah, sure. Let's say like the right-wing influencers and Ethan Klein destroyed this charity event and we need to run it back again.
Yeah.
Let's see where they are socially a year from now. If they've repaired their image a little bit, then maybe they'll do it.
Ooh, that's a tall order.
Yeah, it is.
Tom, what do you think?
I think a lot of normies have realized that they suck now.
Casuals.
Before Tom gets in, it's like in the past it was, well, everyone who hates my wife is obviously an incel or a sexist, and they don't like sex workers, and they're kind of pathetic for that regard. And the people who don't like me, iDubbbz, well, they're racist and homophobic, and they love saying the N-word. It's like, no, your wife's a vapid bitch, you're a pathetic, spineless loser, and you're both completely fucking insufferable and should probably keep your mouth shut. But like now that part is like what people are starting to realize. So it's like making people like me and Tom, who've been saying shit like this for fucking years, making arguments that, all right, sex worker, bad, blah, look a lot smarter, I guess.
Tom, what you think?
Yeah, I think there's sort of a mental creator clash going on inside of Ian and Anissa's heads right now, for sure. Sort of a mental torture.
Oh, you think?
There's a stadium full of people in their minds mocking them. It is, to be honest, even after everything, Nick, I know you're doing a victory lap. I don't blame you, but it is just kind of a sad situation because I loved iDubbbz, dude. I did. I mean, everyone did, you know?
Dude, those cancer kids really wanted to see that fucking comedian. They're never going to get the chance now.
Dude, I'm talking about like 10 years ago. I'm talking about like the entire arc. Isn't it sad to see somebody unravel their entire life at this point? It's kind of sad to me still.
Listen, dude. Listen, you're familiar with the term arc, okay? You know these creators all have their own arcs, okay? And right now, we're entering...
Yeah, I know about the arc.
One of two. The roads are diverging. Now, you liked the iDubbbz funny arc and the good comedian arc, but you're going to love the polyamory arc or the divorce arc, and one of those two are going to happen. It's like the natural evolution of iDubbbz's content. We're gonna find out if they're gonna start fucking random people or if they're gonna leave each other. That's what I'm excited for moving forward. It's like bad unboxing, but it's like it's bad unboxing, but they're unboxing their wives' new partners.
Hey, me and my wife.
It's inevitable.
Dude, the swinger arc. Oh no, dude.
My wife and I noticed you from across the Creator Clash Gala. I was wondering if you'd want to come back to our hotel room to process our trauma.
Dude, Froggy Tonic is gonna liberate his wife.
With arms wide open.
Yes, it's absolutely nuts.
That is, I think those two options are like the ending arcs that you're talking about. I think it feels like that's it. That's where they're headed, and it's crazy, man.
I bought some Oreos on Amazon. They're Selena Gomez.
Why?
But they're shipping with like UPS for some reason, so I don't know when that is gonna come.
There's Selena Gomez Oreos.
Just fat people things fat people think about ordering Oreos on Amazon.
That's still funny, dude. That's still funny.
The funny thing is I don't know what they taste like. Like what does a Selena Gomez Oreo taste like?
What possessed you to order Amazon?
That would be disgusting. I don't think that's legal. I don't think I can do that. Selena Gomez Oreos. I'm Googling this right now. They are.
Oh, you think it's like bathwater?
I think they're like, those are gross. They're like chocolate. Wait, okay, I'm gonna send a picture of this. You can put this shit on screen. They don't come with the headphone, right? This looks weird. Hold on. I didn't even look at this. I just thought it was like a funny gag gift. Let me show you this. Boom. What do you think? What do you think? Like, is that chocolate cover? Like, or does it just say Selena Gomez on it? It's like, is that her autograph?
Those are headphones.
Are they like red velvet?
No, but it's an Oreo container.
Dude, why are we thinking this much about food? This is terrible.
Because you chose to record at dinner time, okay? That's why. That's why we're talking about food.
Is that what you eat for dinner? Oreos, motherfucker?
They're flavored. They're inspired by sweet snacks featuring a layer of chocolate and cinnamon flavor, okay?
Inspired?
Oh my God.
They're inspired by other food that tastes better, okay, Tom? Is that good enough for you?
You can eat your shitty fucking cookie. You gonna have more milk with it and go to bed all tucked in?
Oh, that is the most passionate I've heard Nick in the almost decade I've known you.
I'm Nicholas DeORIO.
They're one of 6 unique designs, okay?
No, Vega, don't tuck me in. I'm so sleepy. I'm gonna miss my school.
All right, so I've heard this the term pirate software.
Yeah, they're the people who fucked up Creator Clash by fucking stealing too many pay-per-views.
So the artist and I hopped in, and he said that was a big thing, and he tried to explain it, and I didn't understand. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of a language barrier, but even so, I was so lost. And he ended it with, "There's a lot," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, then never mind, dude. I'll hear it from the boys."
I got you, Vega. Vega, I'm gonna send you a picture on the Discord. This guy calls himself Thor.
You sent a picture of a chick. Send it again.
This guy calls himself Thor, Vega.
Would you?
I will not
Would you?
be calling him Thor, just to be clear. I don't think you get to select the name Thor when you look like you just crawled out of an estrogen bottle.
That's a dude?
Okay.
No shot. That's a dude.
That's a guy, yeah. It's just a guy with long hair.
Is it?
Probably uses like face creams.
Oh, he moisturizes for sure.
There is nothing wrong with a man moisturizing.
No, it's
okay?
not. I moisturize every day.
Oh no, he cares about his skin. What a fucking yeah.
All right, so what's going on with this dude?
This is Pirate Software.
He's a pirate.
Pirate Software calls himself Thor.
He's been soaring the 7 seas.
The channel is Pirate Software.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pirate Software. Well, it's also an indie developer as well.
Okay.
He codes games apparently poorly, allegedly poorly.
I wouldn't know shit about that, but
Essentially, this guy was just kind of a loser. Like they call him a roach. A roach is like, I don't know anything about World of Warcraft, but like it's like
Me neither.
similar to like a Destiny raid, something that you equally wouldn't know about.
Right.
All these guys build up their characters. They spend weeks in the game to get all this gear and all this stuff, and then they group together and they go do these raids, which are these long form, difficult tasks that like everybody is involved with mechanics, and they all have abilities that help each other out, and ultimately they get rewards.
Yeah.
So what happened was they said pull back or whatever, and then Pirate Software just turned around and booked it while his teammates were fucking dying, and he's like the only one who had the skills to protect them, but they call them cockroaches because they do whatever they can to survive. He just ran off, let everybody else die, and then blames everybody else. There was times where like he would in the raid he would go on a complete rant saying somebody shot something that wiped the whole team. Mm-hmm. Like everyone died because some idiot missed their target, and then they went back and they showed him the footage of him being the guy who shot it. Like he went on like a huge rant yelling, and they show him the clip, and he's like, no, it's actually this guy. It's actually his fault. That guy did it, or whatever. He's just like a horrible teammate, a real egotistical loser. And then that became like one of the top clips in World of Warcraft history, next to Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, I remember
Leroy
that
Jenkins is the World of Warcraft
classic.
Yeah, the second top known one is Pirate Software roaching off of his team. But then a movement came out called Stop Killing Games. I keep calling it Stop Playing Games. It's Stop Killing Games.
Right.
Essentially, like there are video games now, Vega, and as more things become live service, there are days where the servers will shut down and these games are completely unplayable. The goal of Stop Killing Games is to get legislation in the European Union to prevent them from doing that or have offline plans.
To be clear, it's not just days. It's like, let's say you buy Warzone, right? And then in 10 years, Warzone servers aren't online anymore. That $60 goes poof, and there's no version of the game you can play. Part of the problem is that a lot of these companies, well, okay, so let's say that Battlefront 2 is shut down or something like that, right? Or some game like that.
Yeah.
And, it's a fucking 20-year-old game. And people from the community, because the game is no longer around, they'll run servers so you can play the game.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of these companies will then target those people and say, you can't do that. That's our intellectual property. And it's like...
And they have to do that. It's unfortunate. They have to do that. Because otherwise, like, if they let these people get away with this stuff, then that could harm their actual copyright. It's like why Nintendo has to strike fan games when they get too big.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to hear it, but they have to do it.
But the idea behind Stop Killing Games is consumer protection. It's saying, you paid for a game, that game is a good. Realistically, you should be able to use that good for as long as reasonably possible. And these companies should not be able to just shut down everything and not allow anybody to like preserve the game in some form, right? That's what Stop Killing Games is about. And Pirate Software took to action, I would say, misrepresented Stop Killing Games, sort of lied about Stop Killing Games in as many words, and got a lot of shit for it. And that's kind of stacking onto a list of other unlikable traits that people already don't like him for. So it's like this guy who's a streamer is already, somewhat hated, I would say. Then he does this, which gets the attention of like moist critical people like that.
Yeah, he just keeps lying. Like they're explaining it to him and he's being intentionally obtuse as well. And it's like, it creates these like viral clips of him just misrepresenting stuff and doing it in the most smug, aggressive way possible. It's a powder keg for lolcow behavior. You're going to have people following this stuff.
What is he saying about it though? He's saying what you said, but in a T way?
He's just lying. Like the guy will explain it, right? And then he'll like make something up essentially and be like, this is the reason why I can't support it.
Oh,
but like,
okay.
The guy never said that. To the point where like, Charlie makes surface level commentary videos where he kind of just like describes something that already happened. Charlie made a video critical blowing him up. Blowing him. They just started like sucking his cock right here and there. No, he just started, dude, Charlie unloaded on him, just started throwing haymakers. I've never seen him like, so a big sloppy dildo got slapped in Pirate Software's face the other day.
The surface level.
He mauled it.
He wouldn't stop sucking no matter how hard I tried.
Because it sounds like from what I gather from what you're saying with the movement is that now also along the lines of we kind of don't, because that's another movement that's coming up now too. In general, we don't own anything anymore.
Yeah.
Because you used to buy a game, but the beauty of how it used to be back in the day is you would buy a game, your CD would come, or you go to, I guess, GameStop. This is after my time of that. But you would go somewhere, buy it, and then you own it. You get to play it. And the good thing about that is the game is complete. But nowadays, they continue that revenue stream with updates, new skins, guns. But as you guys are saying, at some point, the game's probably going to fizzle out. So when it comes offline, people want to continue it because there's some dedicated hardcore fans. And then the company's going to say, fuck that. You can't do it. Obviously, we know why. But is that kind of along the lines of like what they're trying to get to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They're trying to get to a place where companies will not shut that stuff down.
They want shit to either be available in an offline fashion to play by yourself with your gear and your acquired loot and have some form of playability, or they want your ability to host your own servers. They are not trying to force companies to host the game indefinitely. They're trying to give avenues for people to be able to host their own thing and stand up their own servers and pay for their own shit. Just the ability to do it would be enough for, I guess, most people. And I think that's fairly reasonable. I just don't think we're ever going to get to a moment I have like a great Christmas morning memory where I got to open up and start playing Halo 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
For the first time, and I opened it up, and it had 20 maps, a full campaign, a forge mode, a theater mode, and it's been how many years now? It's almost been like 20 years or something.
Just about 20. Yeah, 2007 that game came out.
And not a single Halo game that's released after that, with the exception of Halo Reach, launched in that state.
But that's what I was talking about. You buy a game and it's complete. Like really no bugs or anything like that. Now it's like, dude, you play any fucking video game.
Halo Infinite didn't launch with a Team Slayer playlist.
Really?
Like that's a team deathmatch. It didn't have team deathmatch.
That's great. A Halo game without a team deathmatch.
The reason why a lot of indie games are doing so well right now is because these AAA studios just make garbage. They don't actually make games people like.
Yeah.
You know, they don't release completed games. But I would like to do, just since we're talking about stop killing games, I would like to try to do what Pirate Software didn't do, which is just bring up their website so I can read verbatim what they say they want to do.
Yeah, go for it. Do their shit justice for sure.
Why does it say on the website that they want to take all the money and give it to Israel?
Well, they can't say that.
They're saying that it was promised to them 3,000 years ago.
They can't say that. These games were promised to us. Okay. Hamas
I'm sorry, keep going.
taking Halo. Okay. Stop killing games.
Dude, I love the stop playing games movement.
Stop killing games as a consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games they've sold to customers. An increasing number of video games are sold effectively as goods with no stated expiration date, but designed to be completely unplayable as soon as support from the publisher ends. This practice is a form of planned obsolescence and is not only detrimental to customers, but makes preservation effectively impossible. Furthermore, the legality of this practice is largely untested in many countries. Over the past year, we have successfully escalated complaints on this problem to consumer agencies in France, Germany, and Australia, and have brought forth petitions for new law on this problem to various countries. A list of the actions taken to date can be viewed here. As of 2025, most consumer actions on this matter have concluded. We're awaiting decisions on it from several governments. However, there are a few remaining avenues left where people can take part if they are eligible. So, for example, they're trying to get people to sign an EU petition to make this practice stop in the EU, right?
Right.
If you go to their FAQ page, there's a whole list of different questions, like how are publishers destroying video games? Answer: an increasing number of video games are designed to rely on a server the publisher controls in order for the game to function.
True.
This acts as a lifeline to the game. When the publisher decides to turn this off, it is essentially cutting off life support to the game, making it completely inoperable for all customers. Companies that do this often intentionally prevent people from repairing the game by also withholding vital components. When this happens, the game is destroyed because no one can ever operate it again. And they've got a bunch of different answers here, but I think the only other thing I want to read is why should people care about publishers destroying video games? If you want to know why you should care about it, this is their best possible argument. While video games are primarily just for entertainment and not of much consequence, the practice of a seller destroying a product someone has already paid for represents a radical assault on consumer rights and even the concept of ownership itself. If this practice does not stop, it may be codified into law and spread to other products of more importance over time, such as agricultural equipment, educational products, medical devices, etc. It is important that customers maintain a basic level of rights so as not to be overrun by predatory practices. Additionally, video games are unique creative works. The concept of destroying every existing copy of a book, song, film would be considered a cultural loss for society. While a less recognized medium, video games still deserve to have basic protection against the complete and willful destruction of many of its works. I generally agree with that. Yeah. I don't think companies should be obligated to shell out money for years and years and years to keep some fucking online video game running. But I think that they should allow the community to do so if they want to.
I would say a good solution, just off the top of my head, right, based off what you guys said, the compromise would be, okay, you guys, the fans and the players, all the gamers, you guys can make the servers or you can have the upkeep and the maintenance of doing that. If you guys want to upscale it, if you guys want to create new skins, new characters, new maps and all that stuff, that's great. Do that, but no one gets to pay for it. You guys are doing this all for free on your own dime. We still own the IP, and anything you create from this point, if we want to take it, we can. Not take it as in, oh, we're taking it from you. You not get to use it. As in, like, say Superman doesn't exist and there's a DC server somewhere. Someone creates Superman. The owners of that IP, if they say, wow, that's a great character, we're going to take that. They just notify them, they take the character, and they can do whatever they want with it. I'd say that would probably be...
the fucking artists are screaming right now. The fan artists and shit like that in the comment section. Like, what do you mean? This is everything I have! I need to pay the bills!
Oh, I get that. I get that 100%. I'm just saying, if that needs to happen, you need to give them an incentive to make that happen, because that's all free content and free ideas that they can take. If not, why would they do this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why would they allow that to happen?
That's a good point.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is there any argument against
No,
that?
you're making sense. You were speaking my language, good sir.
Because at that point, if they say, no, we want to be able to charge, and now we see what the real agenda is, or, we see a little bit of that greed coming through, and it's not really about the game anymore. It's about a battle between like, oh, okay, well, we didn't put forth the effort to create Halo, but we want to keep it up and we want to charge people. So obviously that's going to be doing the company wrong.
Yeah.
So they got to give up all that shit in order for them to continue on loving that game and playing that game. My 2 cents. Problem solved.
This is kind of off topic, but they're putting out a new Halo now, and it's just the campaign of Halo 1, allegedly, according to the... we already did this. Why is there another one of these? Apparently, they're not putting out like another actual Halo game until the next generation of consoles.
Have you been around for the past like 10 years? They're just remaking everything, dude.
I know, but Microsoft bought all the companies, and now they're not making games anymore. Why? Like, this sucks, dude. This is awful.
That's also been a thing, dude. Disney, you ever heard of them?
But like the intention was like, but Gears of War is getting remade again, and everyone knew Gears of War was
Oh
gonna...
my God. No way, dude.
But it's getting remade, and now it's $40, and anybody who bought Ultimate Edition on Xbox One gets it for free.
Ooh,
or on PC
okay.
gets it for free. And they get an update, and it's going to look better, and it's going to have all this stuff. But the main thing is they're launching it on PS5.
Oh, boy.
That's why they're doing it. So they're bringing it over to PS5. They're making it cross-play by choice with whoever you want to actually play with. So it gets the group bigger. Why the fuck would they launch a Halo game without multiplayer to PS5?
No.
Why would they do that? And that's what, assumingly, this is for, right? That they want to bring Halo over to PS5. Why would you launch it without the multiplayer? It's not like the whole fucking incentive of people playing it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me at all whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with gaming. They took the people off of Destiny. They're making an extraction shooter, fucking battle royale, looter shooter shit. Not looter shooter. But yeah, they're making this thing called Marathon, and everybody hated it. Like, all these content creators hated it. They bought Bungie to put them on a project that sucks. I don't know why that's Sony, by the way. That's not even Xbox, but I don't know, dude. Nintendo is charging $90 for Joy-Cons.
In this economy.
And $80 for Mario Kart. It just kind of sucks to be a gamer.
Dude, gaming sounds like the most expensive fucking habit at this point, dude.
That's why you got to become a streamer so you can write it off. Okay?
True. I mean, at this point, I don't really play new stuff. I mean, I play Fortnite, but that's about it. And Fortnite is free.
Dude, isn't it ridiculous? Everyone was shitting on me playing Fortnite like 3 years ago, and now it's like all anybody plays because it's like it's one consistently good game.
Yeah, like they haven't really like nerfed or completely fucked up Fortnite. You still got like Fortnite Classic or whatever, right? So
yeah, and they refresh it enough that like if you don't like the new shit, you can go play the old shit.
Yeah.
But if you like the new shit, you got new shit to play.
Yeah, and you can be Rick, you can be Eminem,
And you can use code DeORIO in the Fortnite item shop right now, and you save $0,
Yeah.
and I make money. Thank you.
But I have seen a lot of people. A lot of people are like, "Man, I miss the days back in 2007 when me and the boys used to come over with a pizza and some brewskis and play Halo 3 all night." And I'm seeing that, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's true, but you can do that now.
Yeah, you can still do that. Yeah.
I miss it.
You can buy an Xbox 360.
No, Halo Master Chief Collection is highly accessible on like PC and Xbox.
No, but if you want to do it like and literally be in 2007 again, you can spend like a couple $100.
Yeah, you can. You can.
I mean, even less than that, and get a 360 and get Halo 3.
But why would you even do that, dude? I don't know. I gotta be honest with you. I love the Master Chief Collection. I don't really need any more Halo. It's got everything in it. They actually added on PC only. You can do it. You can play like the E3 demo for Halo 2 now. It's fully playable.
Yeah.
Like the original E3 demo is like fully. They went through and they hired a team that I guess they fired all these people unceremoniously. So shout out to Microsoft. But they made people go back and dig up all the old shit that was cut from the games and put it back in. And they added maps and stuff that were cut or that were from like there's new Halo 3 maps that weren't actually in Halo 3 that came from a Russian port that they put back into the game. And it's all there. And there's like all the armor is unlocked and stuff. And the stuff that isn't is unlocked for free. There's no better experience right now to play Halo than that. And I don't really need anything else. It's probably why they haven't done that for anything else.
Do people still play Destiny? Do people play that or no?
I'm going to be playing a lot of Destiny this year because they're doing an entire Star Wars expansion.
Okay.
They finished the campaign. If you were involved from year one and you played the final shape and stuff, you got your ending, whether you liked it or not. I still think that like they should take Bungie off a Marathon and make them do like a game set in the Destiny universe that's a story-based like Halo-style game to compete with whatever's going on at Microsoft. I think that would be cool because there's so much cool shit about Destiny trapped in the fact that you have to pay $8 trillion and spend 700 million hours of your life to enjoy it.
I mean, it seems to be the case to me that right now the stuff that people are most excited for are these little indie games that pop up. Like ever since 2013, whenever like Undertale and Five Nights at Freddy's were coming out.
Yeah.
It seems to me that since then, indie games are all the rage as far as single player stuff anyway.
Yeah.
There's things that I even got involved in. You guys were, right? What was the one with the little characters? I know they came out with like Lethal Company and all that stuff. I played all that with some friends and all that shit. It was fun as fuck, but it was like, you know, for like a month.
Fall Guys?
Fall Guys was another one. What was the one where you're on a ship and it's like a top down and you're like in a spacesuit and somebody's gonna kill somebody? I know the name.
Among Us.
It's
Among Us.
Oh, Among Us. Yeah, that's an indie.
Remember we had those tournaments?
It's Among Us.
Remember we had those tournaments? All that kind of stuff was fun.
With Creepshow art.
Dude, I was actually the Billy Mitchell of the Among Us games. I don't think it was the tournaments, but like we would do like Among Us streams and I would turn on a hacking client and just fucking attack everybody. There was one time where I turned off the death cooling and I don't know, and I just said, oh shit, it glitched. I just went through and I killed 7 people in a row and they're like, what the fuck just happened? Like that, you can't, there's no setting for that. I just turned off the cooldown. I had like a hacker client called COVID-19.
I fucking knew that you were doing something, bro. And also, remember, they did not want you and I for some reason to be in the same game, bro. I remember that distinctly.
You were too good.
Is that what happened? I didn't remember that.
Yeah, there was something where you and I couldn't get in the same game. And every time I saw your segment where you would be in the game, I'm like, dude, how is Nick getting to be the murderer every time? Something's going on here.
Oh, no, that wasn't hacking. There was a glitch. If you constantly went in, so it would prioritize whoever, like, I guess the last couple of people who got in. If you'd go in the menu and just click over and over and over and over and over again, I don't know if there's a rumor, like if you hit up, down, left, right, B, you'll get like recon armor and Halo.
Yeah.
But it seemingly did work that if you went and you just like open the menu, close the menu, open the menu, close the menu, open the menu, close the menu, it would make you the imposter.
That's crazy because you got it like every time. I remember those streams, dude. That shit was crazy.
We killed Bo Blacks in those streams, dude.
Yeah.
The Let Me Speak more. Dude, people would talk about those Among Us streams more if Bo Blacks didn't have a legitimate comparable meltdown days after that and do a similar Let Me Speak screech. Because people will clip that one and think it's from the other. Yeah, dude, let me fuck. That was him at VidCon, bro. But yeah, dude, it's crazy.
We almost went an episode without mentioning Bo Black. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I gotta. It's, dude, never. I win, you lose. I'm coming at you for the end of for the rest of your life, dude. For the rest of your life.
I win, you fucking lose.
Oh, man.
Are both of you guys in the Mr. Beast collab?
No, of course I'm not. Yeah.
I'll send you the link.
To sign up.
If there's any YouTuber who's watching who wants a link to this, you're allowed to distribute it so I can give it. I'm not going to give it to random fucking people, but I gave it to Harley yesterday. Yeah, you can't really say what it is, but I'll put it in here. You can just sign up. You got like I can't really give any details about it.
I kind of don't want to do it.
Why? What could you possibly lose?
I just don't want to leave my house.
Dude, Mark Rober is the guy giving the voice in it. It's fine. Just pretend Jimmy's not there.
Oh, I'm such a big fan of Mark fucking Rober.
I keep thinking of the fucking Glorb song where they I forgot what it was, but it's something something something, and then SpongeBob yells Mark Rober.
Why does he do that?
What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. Hold on, let me look at the lyric.
Maybe he was saying something else.
No, it was definitely Mark because it was like bullets hitting critical, and they put like a picture of Charlie, so they're like referencing all of these. Yeah, here it is. Oh, you know what? It's actually a good one. Froze it over. Wallet getting fat as fucking Oprah. Checking under the seat. It's not a car, bitch. It's a cobra. Had to shed him down. Snake skin on my loafers. Pop him like a glitter bomb. Ha ha. Mark Rober.
What the fuck? The hell?
That was from SpongeBob, dude.
I don't know, dude.
Shut up, Glorb.
I saw a funny tweet by Bad Empanada. Bad Empanada tweeted that if there were really rapes on October 7th, why didn't Nick do an ultimate rape review?
Oh boy.
Did he say that?
That's kind of
valid.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking fire. I hate to say it.
Spit facts, though.
I hate to say it. It's kind of fire.
You might have to retroactively cover that.
Dude, he tweeted out, he goes, Ethan Klein is a pedophile, and if he doesn't sue me, it's like a fucking whatever, right? It's like an admission, and I'm
if
like,
he doesn't sue me, this is verified by Patriots. True American Patriots.
Yeah, dude's like, sue me right now, dash guy who lives in a cave.
Yeah.
Like,
doesn't he live? He lives in like somewhere far away, like not the United States.
it would be easier to find Osama bin Laden's corpse at the bottom of the ocean than to find this guy's fucking house to sue him.
All right, so wait, did we wrap up the pirate software? Where is it at now?
Yeah, think so. We don't really, I mean, it's not like a ton. It's mostly just gaming. Most recently, I saw another video that was going over his insane furry sexcapades. There's an allegation that he's involved with
He's a furry too?
Yeah. So apparently he's got like a wife and stuff, but also likes to pretend to be animals and fuck or something. Do you know what tying the knot is?
No.
That's fucking...
Getting married?
Tom can tell you all about it. Tying the knot.
Tying the knot is getting married in outside.
No, it's not like, no, but
It's different.
Okay.
no, it's a little different.
So what is
It's
it?
different now.
It's different now.
Yes.
It's different. Okay, so what is it now?
Tom?
Well, it's like so there's like the dog is like a dick,
Okay.
As many do.
and there's like a knot,
Right.
like the dog dick.
Okay.
So it's like the dog dick goes in like the human.
I'm not sure I follow.
Nick, you have to do it.
I think you kind of got most of the words out there.
So it's sex with outfits on.
No.
No, real dog. Okay, so it's a fake conversation where they were role playing as real dogs.
They role play.
Oh.
They're like, I'm a dog. Bark, bark. Fuck me with your dog dick.
That's gonna be a great clip.
Okay.
Bork, dude. Yeah.
Out of context.
So they're actually doing that? I mean, I guess I'm like not shocked.
What's that thing where it's like, here's some embarrassing information about me. Please don't bully me with it.
Well, Pirate Software deleted his side of the DMs, so some person was like, "Hey, you want to see this degenerate, pathetic, fucking bestiality fan fiction? I've only got my DMs, but they are totally owning him by me showing them." It's like someone came out like, "Hey, I'm a degenerate sex freak."
Yeah.
No, here's some embarrassing information about me, potentially life ruining in nature. Please bully Pirate Software for it.
Jesus, man. Dude, every time I talk to you, I feel like I came out of like stasis in the past or something. Like, it's just like, okay, so these guys were dressed up like animals and they were actually pretending to be dogs fucking each other and shit. It's just like, what?
You're like Captain America waking up.
Yeah, that's my nerd impression.
Yeah, that was a good impression though.
But I'll be real. I mean, as long as they're doing it with each other and they ain't fucking touching no children or fucking around no dogs or horses and whatever, then I guess that is embarrassing though, to have that shit be put out there. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
So not only does this dude look like a chick, he dresses up like an animal and pretends to be an animal fucking another animal. Is that correct?
Well, he doesn't even dress up necessarily. It's just in the DMs. But we don't even, I guess we don't technically know if he even did it.
And this is we don't even know if it's real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never saw maybe all the messages were like, it fucking barks at you while it grabs your fucking fur. And then his messages were like, hey, why are you sending me this stuff? It's like, it fucking blasts you in the face because it's dog semen. And he's like, this is really weird. Please stop it. Like, we're not seeing the other half of these DMs, so it could absolutely be.
Bark, bark. Oof, woof,
Yeah,
woof.
there could be a logical explanation for this, too, that we're not even considering.
Is there a logical explanation?
No, but I mean, there could be.
Oh, okay.
There could be a lot of things, dude.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of things, but currently no. Is he really faking his voice?
I don't know.
What does he sound like?
Because every time he gets live, his voice is deeper. Every time.
Oh, is it
It
not?
seems to be the case. I think he puts on a bit of a voice, yeah, and potentially uses a voice changer to deepen his voice on stream.
Oh,
That's actually the worst thing you can do, except for Among Us, in which case it would be okay.
yeah. That's actually kind of the point of the game, yeah.
Yeah. He's also been caught cheating in video games.
No, it's okay if you cheat and get caught, but you defeat Carl Jobst in a lawsuit.
So you've been playing Among Us with Billy Mitchell?
No, but I wish, dude. That'd be awesome. Could you imagine?
Well, thank you guys for watching this episode. What do you guys want to say? Promote anything? Plug anything?
Subscribe to Lord Vega.
Truth. Nuke.
Actually, no. Subscribe to Have Baked Podcast.
True.
Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your grandmother.
I just want to remind everybody out there who might be depressed right now that you're doing better than Bo Blacks. So
my
keep going.
God. All right, Tom, take us out.
And we're gay.
Jesus. The fuck, dude.
It could always be worse.